Yo, what's happening, tubers? My name's Gav, other half of Boys in the Wood, and as you can tell, it's snowing lovely. Gez has been keeping the channel going with a lot of his review vids lately, so check them out, they're quite interesting, especially like the last one. So I thought I'd grab one of my old cameras, which I've barely ever used since I've had it, which is this one. It's a Samsung WB250F. I had it for Christmas about 10 years ago. Hardly ever used it, and forgot I even had it when we started doing this channel. So it's about 10 years old. Last time I used it was in the 2014 British Grand Prix. So I'm quite curious how it's, and I've never really even looked at it or used the film and pictures I've used on this camera. So this is like a fresh, it's like a new toy for me. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that a bit again. Anyway, so this is going to be a short vid going up the mountain by my house in the snow. I've got a flask of hot chocolate because I don't really like taking stoves with me if I don't have to. And I'll have a sit down at a couple of points. I've also got a couple of cans of lager, or IPA actually. So I'll have a sit down, I'll show you my kit, I'll show you my surroundings, and we'll see how good this camera works. Cheers. Right then, so I've stopped now for a break. Just going to sort of show you what bag I packed today. Using some new kit, which I'm going to go through in a different video. I got this new Technicals bag, which I had for Christmas. So I don't exactly know how much it is, but it's a new, pretty cool new day bag. I've got an extra layer just in case I get a bit cold, because I think I'll cool down pretty quick when I stop walking. This is the flask I've got of hot chocolate. Now it's my girlfriend's because I haven't got one small enough. So that's something I've realised I probably need to get. I've only got a litre size thermos, which is too big. I've also got a little emergency tarp just in case. That was a few quid off a well-known Chinese website, should we say. I've got this emergency fire lighter. Let's see. Got a first aid kit in there. Got a can of Camden Off Menu IPA, really nice, and Brewdog Punk IPA. And in the top pocket I've just got another pair of gloves, a head torch, and some toilet paper. And that's it. So I think we'll continue on into the snow. So I've had to start using my phone now because I got a low warning battery on my on this, so I'm going to save that for my what's left it for my end point and just use the phone for now. Right. If I go up there, there's a little pond, but I need to head up there somewhere. Tell you what, it's much more difficult to know where you're going, even if you know this. I know this mountain really well. Been up and down it God knows how many times, but the snow does confuse things a bit. Anyways, used to come up here with my mates and have barbecues in the summer. So I think I'm going to head up there a bit and start going off up there. Right, so when I came off by the pond, I've lost the path that takes me up. There's much more mountain ahead of us, just can't see it. I'm looking for a little mound of rock, man-made mound somewhere. If I can find that, I know I'm in the right spot. And hopefully my end destination is a little cubby, I suppose the best way of putting it, between two rocks. I'm going to stop there and have a proper sit down and drink. When I had a break just now down the bottom, it got cold quite quick after stopping. So I'm going to get up a good sweat before I stop again. Don't really want to have to put the other layer on because it gets too hot when I walk. This was a last minute decision to do this because about 3 hours ago there was a trace of snow anyway. It started coming down, so I thought, oh, this is probably worth getting out in, and I didn't put this camera didn't have enough time to charge, so hopefully it's got enough juice in it to get my brake spot, and hopefully, well, you're not going to see any views today, that's for sure. I think I need to go that way a bit. My right foot's wet as well because I stepped in a puddle which was frozen over, but the snow had covered the ice, so it just looked like a nice small bit of path, and my foot went in about 6 inches. So more the top of my foot actually, but I'm moving quite hard, keeping quite warm. It's not gonna do me any harm. Right, get cracking. I haven't found the stone mound I was looking for yet. So I'm just sort of hoping and guessing I'm going the right way. And I can't get lost up here, I know that. It's not that big an area. I know if I head that way, I'll find a road that'll take me all the way back. So I'm not too worried about that. But another thing about the snow is it covers all the rocks, and I've tripped over a few times and slipped a few times on covered rocks. So the quicker I can get on the path, the better. Whew, nearly made it. Right, let's head up here. Yep, another one. I'm hoping this is sort of like a ridge line, which I've been looking for, which is where my rock it's not a shelter, so I could make it into a shelter if I put my tarp up over the top. But I'm hoping this is where it is. With my luck, I've probably already overshot it. Hoping this isn't a false horizon. Is that what they call it? It is. Right, let's put this away and concentrate on moving that way. So I've just come from this direction. I found the this is the ridge I was looking for, and I've popped out by here, and this is the bit I was looking for all along. How good am I? This is it. I'm pretty chuffed with myself. I know exactly where I am now. So wind started to just pick up as well, so I'm gonna park myself by here, crack open a beer, set up my other Samsung, to compare my phone with my camera. Normally you can see for miles from here, but yeah, I've got about 20 meters. Anyways, sit down time. So, found some rocks, got my tarp out, if you can call it that. Put them on top on this end, got one in that corner. But unfortunately the tarp is too short for this corner. So, I think it's only about 130 centimeters long. And the gap, in my memory, it was a bit higher than this, but you have to have a think about what to do with this corner. Back in a minute. Good. This is the last bit of battery of the Samsung camera. I'm in my little tarp thing. This tarp's crap, I've got to be honest. I only bought it because it was a couple of quid. But it's just too small. Oh, I should have bought some pegs and paracord. Might have helped a bit. Anyways, actually I decided not to have a hot chocolate. I'm going to have a BrewDog first. Lovely view. I mean, some people would be like, why are you sat on top of a mountain in the snow? You can't see anything. It's cold. And I always say to people, if you have to ask the question, you'll never understand the answer. I'll leave it at that. I could have sat indoors all day. I did actually plan on sitting just watching telly today. But when it snows, you know, you can't miss an opportunity to play in the snow. And I thought I'll take this camera, which I've hardly ever used in life, and give it a try out, see if a 10-year-old camera can do the bizzo. Because Gez's Sony was really good. I really like that camera, and I don't want to spend more money on cameras yet. So if this one works, why not? I'm going to extend like a periscope. 360. So, the beer was making me a bit cold and sitting down for about 15 minutes now, so I opened up the hot chocolate. It's still piping hot, which is great. Oh, yes. Cheers. Definitely going to get myself a little sort of 500ml thermos for these day trips. I don't want to take the massive litre. I'm not going to drink it all. Going to do another video hopefully in the next week or so, like Gez, with all my, instead of all my kit that I use, I'm going to talk about some of the new stuff I've bought since in the last few months. I'm waiting for one more thing to turn up, and I'll do like a 10-minute vid. One of the new things I got is a new tent, which I'm really excited to use. Small 2-man lightweight like a kilogram lighter than my other Miltech one man. So I'm gonna do it from the comfort of my living room, show the new kit, and hopefully me and Gez by then will have some plans in place. We've got a few ideas for more videos, it's hard to we're going to do a Zoom chat and iron out the details so we're ready to get on and do it as soon as the lockdowns end and we're allowed to see each other again. But in the meantime we'll just have to keep topping you up with these little adventures. So I'll finish this and start making my way home, because it's about 4:45 now and it'll be dark within the hour. I really don't want to be up here in the dark. Following the sparrow tracks. They're gone. I've only got 15% battery on my phone now as well, so everything's running out. It's probably not helping it being so cold. So I decided I'm just gonna film this as long as I can until everything runs out, and hopefully I'm home before it gets dark. And if I'm not, I'm hoping my head torch is charged. But knowing my luck, I'll run out too. Samsung camera is holding up quite well, I think. This way. Or should I go down there? No. Oh, the sparrow's back. Foot's getting a bit cold now. I think the one which I got wet. So I just need to keep moving. And my fingers are a bit cold. I recommend going out walking in the snow like this, if you know where the area you're walking. Because I know this really well, but I am struggling a bit, especially when I was over there on the way up. Just getting knowing where I was, even though it turned out I was going exactly where I wanted to go. Didn't know that at the time. And I'm just keeping this ridge to my right, because I know it comes out on a path at the bottom, which will take me home. not been on. I'm on and off paths as I go, to be honest. Right, so I've just come down this. I'm on a path now. I'm off the ridge. It's up there. I'm on this path. Just put my foot in another puddle which cracked the ice. All this was just white snow and it looked like a nice path. And my foot went in again. Same foot. So I have to be careful on these paths. Dirt bikes come up here so much and they churn up the paths and create these massive puddle areas like this. Let's go around the outside. To be honest, I don't actually recognise much of this. Oh, I think I do actually. Oh, more. Oh, this is a nightmare. It's all. Yeah, I know where I am now. Fear over. Okay, so just come from there. Earlier the pond I was at is over by there. So I've done some sort of big circle all the way up to the pond, all the way up into there, and then back down to here, and home is somewhere over there. So I might actually have another sit down, finish off the hot chocolate, because I know where I am. I know I'm not too far. So finishing off the hot chocolate. The other I was just about to do this on the other camera, but that just died as I turned it on, and I've got 8% of this left, so I think I'm just gonna sign off now. And my way out is right down by there. Just saw some other guy walking up this path. Looks like he's on an all-nighter. I'm going to leave him to it, finish my nice warm chocolate and head home. Like, share, subscribe, and either me or Gaz will see you again soon. Ta-ra now.